I want to give a little shout out to Paul Goddard and the Region North Source. When you take the crime blotter out of the Hammond Times, it makes for other people to move up, and he's done a good job. Second of all, Kevin.
Wait a second. Who has a crime blotter?
Hammond used to have a crime blotter, and it got taken out.
Okay, and so who's doing it now? What's
Paul
his name?
Goddard. Paul Goddard.
Paul Goddard. I always thought that was Goddard. All right, yeah, Paul Goddard.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, Paul Goddard, and I used his stuff from Region News Source. He sent me a video last week of the crash at Munster Giro, and he was out there and had some pretty good coverage of that. Okay.
Second of all, shout out to Kevin Roach, Local 41 Laborers, and my bodyguard, Big Cat. A cartoonist needs a bodyguard. And
hold on a second. Big Cat came over here to remind me that the laborers are not part of the Building Trades Council and did not make any endorsements. And he wanted me to remind me that I come out of Laborers 41 and that I should remind people that the laborers and the operators are not in the building trades.
It was like a scene out of Jimmy Hoffa. Here comes Big Cat.
Big Cat, he's like, come over here.
He's like the right-hand man to Hoffa. Here's a hat for MX. I said, all right, man. And then you know what? I'm a Local 10 steel worker for 45 years. And been down to the Union Hall a lot lately. And I want to give many thanks to Hargrove, who's a personal friend. I worked with him back in 1976. Steve Wagner, who we've all protested together. I've been sitting next to Millsaps and Rosa Maria. A shout out to her. But let's go to one of my first video edits. Something Petey sent a message down there where Tony Panic wrote the video. So you're in it, and McDermott's in it, and Bisklowski. So could you play that video?
Together. Look at a problem and not look for excuses, but
I'm not making excuses. I acknowledge that there are.
I'm not looking for excitement, bells, and whistles. I'm looking for
a knife fight. You're going to call in and tell me that I'm fake news. I cover what is brought to me.
Fake news. You are fake news, and you're trying to cause a fight, and I'm not taking a bait.
Well, see, now the
excuses
part is when Earl called in and said last week, and I cut that video too, that he's seen 73 license plates, Illinois license plate at Walt School. I get a friend called me. She got to take a ride with me. Okay, so I did. In the local apartments, it's more like 80% Illinois license plate. But like McDermott said in one of the videos, it's not right, but it's happening. That's the excuses that we can't send to Congress. Now, the other one, Pete, he's pretty cool. He ain't going to come out and whistles, bells, and excitement, meaning you. That's why I cut it, calling you fake news. You know what? I told Jed this. I told Mad Mac this. I said, look, Mad Mac. I said, Jed's playing with us. He's smarter than you think. He says, no, he ain't. You were on top of your game the other day when McDermott called in and said back door and everything. Let's go to video number 4, Paul Mateer. You'll like this one, Jed.
And then when I'm using his friendship, I drop his name at a roadblock. So, I mean, it happens.
Now, here, hold this end and I'll show you.
Oh, do I have to, Andy? It looks like.
Either that or you tell us where you've been getting all that moonshine.
Oh, I can't do that.
Here, Jed, see it here?
I saw it up on the screen there, yes.
So
hold on a second. I'm a little confused here. I was under the impression that you wanted to buy 15 minutes to talk about your app, but that's not it. You just wanted to talk about some of this stuff. I mean,
you got to understand what Pete Bisklowski said. We don't need somebody. He endorsed Frank Mervyn. You know what? It's like somebody took a brick off my chest. I said, you know what? Having 45 years in the union, going down there now and then. You know what I'm saying?
Well, what is it that you have such a strong dislike? You live in Hammond, but obviously, you basically wanted to buy 15 minutes to express your views, and we appreciate that. But what is the center part of your dislike for Hammond Mayor Tom McDermott?
You know what? When you're in a union, the first thing they teach you is safety. It's not safe by me anymore, Jed. You know, I've complained. And then you got on me for it. I said, hey, look, Kennedy Avenue needs to be cleaned up. Kennedy Avenue, the road, too, is a huge mess. We've got, if you go from 169th North on Kennedy Avenue, you got 10 storefronts closed, okay? You got 3 vacant lots. So small businesses moving out. And what does McDermott do after the election? He puts in the sewer tax to hurt small business, too. Here's another thing, too. I didn't make the app, but I made the cartoon. McDermott buys the Unity Church of Christ, right, for $500,000. Maybe I ought to put that $500,000 into Kennedy Avenue or buy some of these troubled places up. That would be my idea. But let's go to a funny one, okay? Because a lot of my movies, or what do you ever call them, are very informational.
So let's give a little background here. You have MX cartoons, right? That's basically what you promote. Now, for the most part, you have only done photos, and then you doctor up the photos, and some of them are kind of funny, I'll give you that. But now you've kind of moved into video.
I had to step up the game for this election. And, you know, if I spend $39, that's a lot of money for this app. But anyways.
So you had to buy an upgrade to be able to edit the video.
I'm not going to tell you what app I bought or how I do it, but we're way ahead of the competition, okay? Or the so-called photoshoppers.
Okay, so what's the next one you wanted to do?
We can go to Dedelow, number 7.
Dedelow? What the heck does that mean? All right, do you have number 7 there? Sonny's got them lined up. Let's go.
Get off my property!
What is wrong
That's
with you?
because you were on that woman's property, Jed. Okay, let's go.
Wait a second, and there's background here. I had cut across the corner, and there was a confusion and a miscommunication, and you made a video out of this?
Yeah. And then let's go to Orange Man Good, Biden Bad.
Orange Man Good, Biden Bad. All right, let's see it. Here goes Sonny Santana's.
Which one is it? Biden Bad. Orange Man Good. There it is, shit. Hold on.
Do that again. All right,
Here it is,
it's the beginning of it. Play it again.
Biden Bad. Orange Man Good. And
All
then,
right, one more time. I want to see the beginning of it, okay? Put it on the thing. I want to see the beginning of this thing.
Biden Bad. Orange Man Good. I faked that voice. After about, okay, now, here's a...
Orange Man Good. Can you... That's not your voice.
That's my voice, yeah.
You mean, so wait, not only are you a steelworker turned cartoon artist, you memes, you're doing voices now.
Right. And then the boot at edge. The boot at edge.
The boot at edge. This better not be like some sort of anti-gay thing.
No, it's not. It's what Trump said.
All right, let's see it.
Man, boot edge edge. Boot edge edge.
So I made him into Alfred Newman, Pete Buttigieg, and I took what he said, and then the second part what Trump said, I put that in.
All right, let's see the boot edge again.
Man, boot edge edge. Boot edge edge.
But the whole
I'm
thing,
not supposed to laugh, okay, because that's so off color. It's not like
the license plate video, and then we'll go. But
boot edge.
boot at edge.
All right, so you're here. You bought some time here. It's paid for by MX and MX Cartoons. So do you want people to come to your Facebook page and try to get on, or are you not letting people in, or what's going on?
We let people in, but a lot of people can't join.
Why?
Yeah, and, you know.
Are you kind of choosy?
No. Some people can't join. They tell me, MX, I can't join. To be honest with you, I work for the mayor and I can't join.
All right.
Just like Marissa Bowman said. Marissa, I got that one.
Melissa Borum.
Yep. I got the Marissa Borum tape.
All right, you got you're running out of his time here, so go ahead and play Melissa Borum for. Do you have that one, or what's the other one you got up there right now? Whatever one you got up there, just play it now.
Marissam's number 3.
All right, well, he's got that one coming. Here we go, Melissa Borum. Here we go. Bully. Do you think that the mayor's a bully sometimes?
I have been confronted. I have been cornered. I have been intimidated or tried to be intimidated in public by people who represent the mayor of Heaven.
That's a big deal there, Jed.
So why do you do this stuff?
Because you know what? I love my town, and we're going down quick. You know, thanks to Paul Goddard. If it wasn't Paul Goddard because McDermott took the crime blotter out, you wouldn't know what's going on. And it's really bad, Jed. It's really bad. I've got videos. I do thank the Hammond Police, though. You know, I'm a big fan of the Hammond Police. But I'm not leaving the town the way it was. So I'm doing my part to inform people. And if you want to go to the videos, go to MX Cartoons videos if you can't join the site because you're bullied. And you know what? When you mess with a steel, the dirt bikes, Jed. How about the dirt bikes, the 500 dirt bike races, you know? You're going to mess with a steel worker, Boilermaker that's raced in 500 motocross races. You got to step up your game. And I'm really sad at what's going on. We're in debt. The crime's up. Take a ride down Kennedy Avenue. It's not good. And when all the storefronts are closed in Hessville, it's not good. It's not good.
So you're spending your own money to come out with this message. You're spending your own money to upgrade so you can do videos. You're spending of your own money to put out a message that is important to you then.
Again, I want to thank the steel workers for what they did, and Pete Voslowski. Plus, you know, there's Spencer Lemons, just in case. Well, I don't think McDermott's going to make it, but if he does, there's Spencer Lemons, the Hammond Cop. That ought to be a good little battle going on, huh? But I do love WJLB, and I cut all your videos, so you better watch what you say.
Hey, so what you have not done in a while is you have not done a hairy baby picture in a long time. I don't want one. And that's the, all my relatives, most of them can take it until you do the hairy baby one because most of my relatives are like me, kind of just really hairy. And so it hits home. So,
you know what? You called him Uncle Carl. It was Uncle Charlie, and I raced with Kevin and Keith, the twins. We got a really good relationship there. There's a family member, and you could ask Jim Slagle. He's in 599, and I watched him pick up 4 80-pound bundles and put it on his shoulder, 320 pounds. I won't mention his name because he's the kind of guy, the union carpenter, if you say hi to him, he'll get mad at you. What'd you say hi to me for? he had 19 W-2 forms for fighting on the job. That's my family member. And he was good friends with Kevin, Keith, and Uncle Charlie. I loved Uncle Charlie.
That has been paid for by MX and MX Cartoons, and that was, if nothing but interesting, MX. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for the chat.